Right.
Welcome.
Welcome back, everybody, to the final fight of our Townsfolk Tussle playthrough. Right,
the big boss.
As you will have known, I single-handedly defeated Deputy Wagums in our last video, which I'm sure you've watched.
Most of the world.
If you haven't,
but
go
it's okay,
back.
because I got the loot.
Yes.
Every time I get the loot.
Because of your 3 critical rolls in a row. Just
I got the
absurd. Completely absurd. But if you're here, I assume you've watched the other 3 videos. If you haven't, go back, watch them, see how we got to this final boss fight.
Yes, we have never done a final boss fight before.
No, this is essentially you're watching our first full playthrough of this game.
Fun.
So, you know, if there's things that have gone wrong or things that have not,
please
you know,
tell us.
yeah, let us know. But we this is our first playthrough. You're seeing it all.
Ooh.
So we are in the towns phase of the final fight. We're going to draw back up to 3 feet, please.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you very much. Okay, and then we are going to do a town event. You are going to do 2 town events because of your courier pigeon. What order are we doing them in? You're going first?
Yes.
Alright, so you go ahead while I peruse these.
I have 2 because of my courier pigeon. Right.
Okay,
I need the rest of my secrets. So I've got critter for sale. A nervous citizen clasps a feathered animal. Clasping a feathered animal approaches you. Cared by companion friends. He holds his own in a fight and loves fellas with flavorous backstories.
I mean, that's obviously us.
I'll start the bidding at 3 coins.
Oh, are we bidding for it?
Starting with you and continuing in buying order, players bid, starting at 3 coin, to purchase the strange creature.
Ooh.
Bidding continues until no players wish to bid any higher. The highest bid loses coins equal to the bid and gains a unique gear called the Horns Duckling. I am in.
With all your money? Shocking. How much are you bidding?
I am going to bid 3.
I'll bid 4.
5.
7.
8.
I'm out. I don't have any more than that. So I just wanted you to spend more money. I didn't even want it.
You just knew I was going for it.
More.
Can I have change, please?
You may have 2 coins change. There you go.
The what was it called? No,
the Horned Duckling? Horned
Duckling.
Yeah, I was right. So 1, 2, 1 for town events?
I mean, it's not what we did last time, but sure.
Is it not?
You can do, because I want to.
Well, you can read your duckling. Okay, so I am meticulously looting. If this is the first town phase, ignore this, okay? While your teammates are resting, you take some time to thoroughly search one of these dead ruffians. There's got to be something else useful on this pile of bones, right? You'll spend the entire day picking through these guts if necessary. You may select any defeated ruffian and take a piece of remaining ruffian gear at random. But if you do, you lose 1 movement and 1 moxie for the next fight.
You can just take a random piece of ruffian gear.
From the ones that from Umbrello, Lawman Dozy, or Deputy Wagums, whichever ones are left. I mean, 100% I'm going to do that.
Right.
So, can I have... Oh, how are we going to remember? Can I have the Frantic Eyes from Deputy Wagums? Who else have we got? Lawman Dozy and Umbrella. Okay.
I reckon I can...
well, they say on the bottom, I think, don't they?
Oh, it does, Virginia.
Who they're from?
Bandits,
so Umbrella and Lawman Dozy.
Umbrella.
Okay. Now, the luxurious brows, I don't think I can pick from because all the spring you want, because you had them both.
Lawman Dozy. There you go.
Okay, so let's shuffle all those up. I'm having
you get
a look
random?
at them. Yes, I get a random. I don't get to pick.
Okay.
It's got to be random, but I'm looking at them. None of them are necessarily a good weapon, which is what I was hoping for.
Do you have to pay, or you just get it?
No, I get it, but I lose 1 movement and 1 moxie for the next
Wow,
fight.
your health is on 7.
Because I bought the heavy overalls.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. That gave me +3 max. Alright. Just like my luck has been really stellar this last year. So, okay, here's what I'm going for. Here's what I'm getting. Dozie's handcuffs. It's a melee one-handed mace. Okay, so it is a weapon. It costs 2 moxie to use, 6 plus accuracy, and does 2 damage. When you hit the ruffian with this weapon, place them adjacent to you at the end of your turn. I mean, that's terrible. Oh, okay.
Are you using it or not? You still have the opportunity. You could sell it.
But yeah, I think I'm not going to use it. I'm going to have to sell it.
Right, my next one is
that cost me 1 movement. I'm going to put that down now. It cost me a movement and a moxie.
What? So
for essentially for 6 coin.
Wilbur needs weapons. You find. Am I going to get another weapon?
I hope not.
You find a small elderly man cowering in the corner. Hey, Pa. Lend Grandma a weapon, will ya?
Oh, get rid of one of your weapons.
I mean, I've got a whole pile of them.
I'm so bitter about how this is working out.
You will help Wilbur by discarding a weapon. And if you do, I can roll. Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I will.
You're going to discard one of your multiple weapons? Oh, you've only got 1?
No, I've got 1. I've got 2 there, but I will get rid of my shotgun. Not
Your
my shotgun.
crossbow?
My sure shot.
Sure shot crossbow.
Yes, and then I'm going to roll.
Yep. 6. All right.
Thanks, Sonny. Take this old clunker. Wilbur hands you an old weapon. Receive the first weapon in the peddler deck worth 10 or less.
I'm so bitter about this, how this game is working out right now. Oh, would you, once you've done that, can you let us know about the Horns Duckling?
Oh, yes. The Horns Duckling is a melee one-handed unique weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I can pay 2 moxie and move 3 squares in a straight line. If I end up adjacent to the ruffian takes damage.
Nice, okay. That's cool. So it's a non-roll damage dealer.
Yeah, which is great.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, that's all been garbage. Can I have 10
1,
shop
2,
items?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Okay.
And then before we...
You get to steal some.
I get to steal
Okay, so we've got the old tire shield, the rickety bow, some sticky honey, the jabbin dagger, which just sounds awesome. The crown of order, that looks cool. Billowy pants. The fancy joggers, the loner's trench coat,
There's some awesome
the
weapons in here,
sticky leotard,
Ew.
and the purse cutter.
So I will
there's
take
some
this.
good stuff. So
I'm going to take
with
the
your sticky fingers,
honey.
petty theft. Sorry.
Petty theft. I can take an item worth 5 coins or less from the peddler's shop at the beginning of the shop phase. So I'm going to take this one, and it's a consumable.
Yes.
And you can only have 1 accessory, which is kind of annoying.
But you can can once you use it.
Yeah. And it restores 1 health, or a ruffian within 2 squares loses its movement for the next action.
Okay, that's cool.
And then, oh yeah, I lost my money. So I only have 8 coin left. Well, that
Totally worth it.
sucks. I can't
Totally
buy
worth
anything.
it. Okay, you can't buy anything.
Unless I sell something.
What a shame.
I've got so much stuff.
I mean, this is the final fight. I don't think you need. I don't know if points
what?
mean prizes. Like, if gold means anything at the end, like after the final fight.
I'm just wondering if there's anything. So there's no weapons. There's a weapon there that does 2, but it's a 2-handed. So I don't really want a 2-handed weapon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously looking at. Why don't you spend 2 gold to refresh the shop?
Because then I'd have less money.
Because I need a new range weapon, obviously. My Rushi Tutor is great because it does 2 damage, and I like it, but I only use it every other turn.
So yeah, you need another one. What about the one at the bottom? It's one-handed.
Yeah, but it's a dagger, and her far-sided, at least, like I kind of need to be range, I think. And the only ranged here is less range, costs 3 Moxie. I don't even have 3 Moxie, so I can't even use it.
Maybe you need to get... so that...
What, the old tire shield? Yeah, so that gives +1 Moxie, but my hero shield gives me +2.
2, yeah. All about the chest armor. What's your chest armor?
No, that's my +3, but -1 Moxie. I know, it's all...
Nothing's good, is it?
Well, it's all good, but it's just...
+2, that's head.
Are you gonna refresh the peppers?
Do you know what? I will. How much does it cost?
2 per player. 4. I mean, you've committed to it now. You said you were doing it, so there you go. You can have 1 coin back. That leaves you with a grand total of 4 coin. Like, that is...
Well, I'm going to sell some stuff.
That's definitely something worthwhile. Right, let's go again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Alright, excellent. I really hope there's some stellar ranged weapons in here. We've got a rabbit's foot. We've got some hot sauce.
Let's sell that.
A stuffed briefcase. An eerie kilt.
Oh, I like special
Pete's
stuff.
Chatterbox.
The special stuff you can have. Special gear.
Cup of milk.
Doesn't attach, and you can have as many as you
Bling
like.
chain. Tree chopper. Eerie doodad. And the healer's bonnet.
Oh, it's a 7+.
Because it does 2 damage. Deal 1 damage to yourself to add +5 to your next accuracy roll. That's pretty sweet.
You probably need that.
I do, but I appreciate that you've swapped the shop, but none of this is really... Oh! Wow.
Hot sauce. Discard hot sauce whenever a ruffian ends an action adjacent to you this fight. They take a damage. That's pretty
that
damn
seems
good.
pretty darn awesome for where we're at on the final
And
fight.
you don't have an accessory.
Exactly.
You really need to buy an accessory.
I mean, I'm thinking about very much buying that hot sauce, depending on what you do.
I
mean, don't buy the hot sauce, is what I'm putting out there. Like, maybe leave some good gear for the rest of us.
I don't think there's anything that I want.
Have you got any slots? You don't.
No, I have no slots. I've got spare accessories. And I would only upgrade.
I mean, this is what happens when you get everything known to man in the entire thing.
Oh, changing your gear during a fight costs you 1 Moxie per slot. How much does it cost at the moment? 2?
2 Moxie to change gear.
Oh, so I will sell these 2.
Okay, so 4 and 3, so you get 7 coin.
And then I'm going to buy this one, so just give me 1 coin.
Okay, so what one is this one?
I'm buying the stuffed briefcase, which is a special, so it doesn't have to attach. Oh yeah. I'll just put that one there and that one in there. And changing my gear because I have some extra accessories.
We've got so much gear.
Because we've got so much gear, yeah. There you go.
Okay, I'm going to spend 5 to buy the hot sauce.
Yes.
And I believe that is me. Oh, hang on. Hold on just a moment. Oh.
I keep forgetting about my feet.
Okay, I'm also going to sell my Dozie's handcuffs and my Explorer's gear. So I get 6 for the Dozie handcuffs and 2 for the Explorer's shorts.
Yes.
Which gives me a grand total of 8. Can I give those to you?
Yes, you can.
And then one of my feats is just pay 7 coins to achieve this feat. So I'm just going to give myself 1 change.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty good.
So I get +1 movement for this fight.
Nice.
So it's going to put me up to 6 movement. Okay. And then I'll just check my last 2 feats.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so I think I'm done. There's 4 coin. I've got 4 coin left. But no, I think I'm good. I think I'm done. Do you know what? I lie. I'm going to spend my last 4 coin to buy... Oh, unless you're going to... Sorry, it's your turn.
No, I don't think I want anything.
No? Okay, I'm going to buy the rabbit's foot. and put it in my,
Yeah.
what's the word I'm looking for?
Backpack.
Bottomless backpack.
Bottomless backpack.
Yes.
Right, so now we'll move on.
Let's see who's the final fight going to be. Who is the final ruffian?
It's Samuel Strawman.
Okay.
I know nothing about this.
Terrifying
Oh,
Scarecrow.
he is terrifying, the Scarecrow.
Oh
Yes.
man, look at those shears. Now there might be a thing actually when setting up because we need to.
Yes. So we will set up the board.
Yes, we're
And
gonna
we'll be back.
do his terrain map, and then we'll go through him and the special setup instructions for the final fight.
See him?
What is going on, everybody? We are set up. Sarah,
What have we got?
what am I looking at?
So we have the rickety ban, search it, find stuff, or no, it's not search it, find
No,
stuff.
if you get a
It
high
is,
roll.
Yeah, a high roll will you can shoot the main guy.
Yeah, shoot the
The
ruffian for
ruffian.
3 damage.
Then we've got barrel, search it, find stuff.
Yes.
And I think it's HP.
Fences.
We've got no, the ditch. I'm doing it in order of here.
Oh, you're doing it in card order.
Search
Gotcha.
it, find stuff.
Yep.
Then you've got the stinky the foul outhouse. If a ruffian is near it, or if anyone is near it, it does some damage because it's like you kick it and it stinks.
It hits you with some poo.
Fences, like in the last game, you can either jump over them and kick them over. They're obstacles.
Yeah,
that,
they were really helpful for
yeah,
that, for Deputy
because
Wagums.
you had to walk around them where
Yeah.
you can have the possibility of jumping over them or knocking them down when they're gone. And then you've got the cornfield,
Yes.
search it, find stuff.
No, it's
Yes.
it's go in and if you roll a 10, but it's like
find stuff.
it's you get lost in there.
You can.
You can get lost in there.
There's
And
always
then-
something bad that happens. And then the haystack up here, you can hide in it, and it takes your person off the map for a turn, so you can't be targeted.
Yes. Right. So we are fighting Samuel Strawman for our final boss. So he and the old sheriff never saw eye to eye, but they could agree on one thing.
What's that?
The importance of maintaining the sprawling fields of Eureka Springs. But years of service made the sheriff way too lenient. Did the sheriff ever stop those no-good townsfolk when they started leaving trash in Strawman's haystacks? No. Did he care when the garbage started to attract crows? No. How about when that Binch rascal dumped his old bike in the ditch? With the passing of the deadbeat sheriff, Samuel has decided the crows aren't the problem, it's the townsfolk, and he'll make short work of those lazy litterbugs.
Right.
So, I'm going to go through this in sequential order.
Okay.
Okay, so he is starting with a movement of 6
Yes.
and a life of 11. It's not too bad. Okay. Okay.
It's not too bad, but you have no
We'll
idea what
see.
else is coming.
For the final fight, Samuel Strawman is all that's left. Flip this over for the final fight rules.
Okay.
Okay. So, this is called the Sacrificial Fields. With the other ruffians defeated, the townsfolk work their way towards the Strawman's farm. They've been hearing screams from that direction all day, but chalked it up to Strawman screaming at the crows. The team arrives to find Strawman with 3 townsfolk kebabbed onto his pole,
Oh.
along with some old rusty cans and plastic bags. Do you think it's kebabbed through or kebabbed down?
Definitely through.
Not down, like long kebab.
No. Do you know what I have in my head? The first thing that comes up is Pirates of the Caribbean. When I think it's in the first one, where they shove a pole through the 3 of them. And then the three pirates, they're like stuck. Because do you know they go between?
Oh,
spoiler
when
alert,
they're like ghosts.
they're kind of ghosts. Put the pole through, and they're
Damn.
fighting over it. But then they put them out of the
moonlight.
The moonlight, and then they're
Gotcha.
stuck. Yeah,
Man,
yeah. That's the first
I was
one that
like,
comes to mind.
I can't think of Johnny Depp getting skewered by anything. Like, I don't remember that at all. No, see,
Right, anyway.
I think much more grotesque going long ways and then rotisserie them.
But you'd need a really long pole to have 3 of them. Or you have 3...
No, 3
3
separate
kebabs.
kebabs. I digress. Anyway, right. Look, He's enforcing a new no littering policy. This simply will not do. Set up. Number 1. Place 1 wheat field on the board per townsfolk in numerical order. So, we want 1 in this top corner right here. Perfect. And for number 2, it is going to be down the bottom there on C13. Excellent. Appoint a new sheriff. The newly appointed... Okay, so for the sheriff, we see who has the most in...
Feet points.
Feet points.
I have
right?
3.
I also have 3.
Ooh. So the ones your feet's for this turn, do they not matter?
Well, I guess, because you can still get the bonus of what they do for the fight.
Yeah,
so you can still achieve it and get a bonus. Okay, so... I don't even want to... We're going to roll.
Oh, okay.
And well, shall we check to see if that is actually the rule before I get destroyed in a dice roll again? Probably be in final fight, like appointing a sheriff.
Final fight, new sheriff.
Yes.
In case of a tie, the townfolk may collectively decide the best option between the tied townfolk. If they can't come to a decision, the tied townfolk roll. The highest roller becomes the sheriff.
We're rolling.
They'll receive a unique piece of gear. Oh, no, I think you should have...
You're going to begrudgingly let me be sheriff?
Yes. So what does it say?
Okay. The newly appointed sheriff receives the sheriff's lighter unique gear, which may be equipped immediately.
I feel like you need it.
Well, I'm hoping it's not an accessory. But of course, it's an accessory. Okay, so here's the deal. I am not going to equip this just now.
But you're going to keep it for later.
Well, because I want to consume my hot sauce first, and then I can put it on.
Ooh.
Okay, so we've appointed a new sheriff, and I have the lighter. The wheat field terrain. Strawman loves his wheat fields.
Yeah,
it would be a shame if something happened to them. I think we probably have to burn it down. Terrain interaction. Burn them down. When adjacent to any terrain piece, for 2 moxie, you can burn it down. Roll plus any counters that are on the terrain. 1 to 3, you accidentally light yourself on fire. Take 1 damage and destroy a piece of equipped gear. Now, the sheriff's lighter is an accessory. It gives you +1 mox, but it adds 3 to burn it down.
Nice.
So I can never set myself on fire.
Nice.
4 to 6, there is a flame, but it's too tiny. Place a counter on the terrain piece. Number 7, 7 plus, you burn it to a crisp, remove the terrain. I assume we're going to need to burn these both down.
Yes.
Okay, how to win. Defeat Samuel Strawman. Break his morale by destroying his precious landscape. Until all terrain pieces are removed from the board, he cannot go below 1 HP.
All terrain pieces?
So, use this. Oh.
No, so that doesn't remove it from the board.
No, but
use it first. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think...
Interesting.
The special objective... Oh, sorry. You lose if all townsfolk are knocked out, or if the new sheriff is knocked out. So if I die, we die. Special objective, remove the overgrown cornfields from the board last.
Okay.
How do you remove terrain?
Well, you just said you can burn it.
Oh, is that any terrain?
Yeah.
Oh, when adjacent to any terrain piece, you can burn it down. Sorry, I thought that only applied to these. Okay, so who's going to burn down the ditch? Interesting.
Granny gets to decide where you go first.
So let's just bear in mind, do that last.
Okay.
And we'll try and accomplish this special goal. Right, I have a range of 5, as we know. Can I see where the strawman is going? That will...
Looks like a scarecrow.
He does look like a terrifying scarecrow. He is going to stand in the middle of these 2 fences, like that.
More like that.
He is so cool. Right. I am going to start... Ooh, I'm going to start next to the big barrel. Because if I remember correctly, it's full of wine. I'm going to start there.
Yeah, and restores a HP.
No, but if you the other one, it like gives you. I'm sure it gives you a boost of +1 accuracy, +1 moxie if you get boozed.
It's full of wine. You chug it down, invigorated, restore 1 health, and increase all your other stats. Yes. I am going to start there.
Okay. So let's. I mean, how do you want to do this? Shall we sort of use everything we can that's beneficial first, and then we'll just start burning stuff down?
Yes.
Yeah. You're way too excited about pyromaniacing everything. Right, I feel like it is your turn. You are Samuel Strawman.
Right then.
What do you got?
Corn padding. Strawman attempts to reinforce his body.
Okay.
Target the overgrown cornfield terrain piece.
Yes.
In brackets, if overgrown cornfield is not on the board, play the next card. What happens if it's not the last piece to burn down?
So, there are 3 endings to the game.
Yeah.
The ending where we get killed,
Yeah.
the ending where we win, or the ending where we win having accomplished the special objective.
Okay.
Which is burn this down last.
Okay. Attempt to move completely into the target. If the strawman enters the target, even partially, trigger the after effect.
Okay. He's got a movement of 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Otherwise, place this card on top of the action deck.
Oh, so he's going to keep doing this until he gets there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, then it is Grandma.
What was the rest of it? What's going to happen to us when he gets there?
I don't know, I didn't read it.
Strawman violently stuffs his body with ears of corn. He restores 2 HP, and any townsfolk inside the cornfield take 2 damage. Okay, so we've got a turn of him being distracted, essentially.
Yes, we kind of almost don't need to hit him this turn.
No, because we know he's going to heal himself, so this is a good time.
Here, but what else are you going to do? You can
Maybe
do that.
you could go and burn down the haystack, or you could burn down the fence that's next to you.
I quite like the fences being there, though.
We know that he's going to be over here, though.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, alright.
You can burn down the ditch.
Burn it down!
You can burn down the ditch, I guess, if you want to go that way. So, who's first? Oh, it's me.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a movement of 6. So I'm going to move 1, 2 to the barrel. And, first I'm going to consume my hot sauce.
Really?
I'm going to discard hot sauce. Whenever a ruffian ends its action adjacent to you this fight, they take 1 damage. Because it lasts the entire fight.
Nice.
So my plan was, I use this, and then
remember it's there.
I'm going to spend 2 moxie to equip the lighter. Which means I can't interact with the barrel. So
it doesn't move it. Your moxie. Did you just move your moxie?
No, I didn't move it. I was going to, but then I was like, no, don't do that.
So you can't interact with the barrel this turn?
No. But equipping the sheriff's lighter has given me 1 moxie.
Nice.
So now I've got 1 moxie left.
Which it costs 1 moxie.
Right, so perfect. So then I will interact with the barrel. It's a 4.
It's empty.
Does it say that it turns over?
Yes. It's empty. Big barrel can no longer be activated.
Boo.
And how do we burn stuff down? Does it cost
Okay,
moxie?
so it's just an action that you can take. If you're stood next to a terrain piece...
Oh, so you could burn that down right now?
I'm going to, yeah, that's my plan. Well, no, I've spent all my moxie for this turn. So,
moxie.
it costs 2 moxie to burn it down.
So you can't,
I used 3 anyway. 2 to equip my lighter.
I wasn't sure, but okay. Right, it's my turn.
Yep, you're right.
I have 6 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Burn down! I'm going to.
So, let me just take a reminder. So, you pretty much want a 7+. You don't want a 1 to 3. That's a 9. Burnt to a crisp. That is gone. So, should we get rid of the... Man, your rolls today, honestly, just awful. Okay, now it is Strawman's turn. So, we know what he's going to do. He is doing corn padding. He's moving towards. Okay, so he gets there.
He's in. Strawman violently stuffs his body and ears with corn.
Yes. With ears of corn, not stuffing his ears of corn.
Restore 2 health. Any townsfolk inside takes 2 damage.
Yes, so that's it. So he's gone and healed himself, but that's his turn.
Yes, and he never was able to heal because we didn't hit him.
Right, so it's my turn. I am going to, for 2 Moxie, burn down the barrel.
Put it all down.
That's an 8, so it is gone.
How
now I can move.
Do you have any more Moxie?
I've got 1 Moxie left because the lighter gave me a 3rd Moxie.
Oh, yeah. No, but you don't have enough to burn
actually,
down as well.
Sorry, I also need to add 1 more Moxie for my hero shield because I did another feat. So I actually have 4 Moxie now.
Nice.
I could have had 5 if I didn't have all this HP, but that's alright.
Oh,
right.
You consumed something, didn't you?
I did. I consumed the hot sauce.
Another Townsfolk consumes a consumable.
Yes.
That's a great sentence. Consumes a consumable. During this fight, achieve this feat. I gain +1 movement.
Oh, nice.
Fight.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I've got to move. No, it's good. I've got a movement of 7. I'm going to head down to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like if we get this, just because like this is quite far away.
Okay.
And that's what I want to do. And you can only do an action once. Like you can't do the same action multiple times.
All right.
So you're up.
1, 2, 3. I'm going to come to here and interact with it. So the rickety farm. When at the door, use 1 Moxie.
Get a 4.
4. The owner tosses you a bandage, restore 2 health, which I don't have.
Okay.
Can no longer be used.
Alright. And then you're going to burn it down with him inside. Gonna burn the farmer.
I will burn you. So I'm going to burn it down.
Right, so same thing you want over a 3. That's
7.
a 7. I feel like that's enough. Yeah, 7 plus burn it to a crisp. Wow. You honestly, I don't get why your rolls are so good today. Right, Samuel Strawman. Oh, were you finished moving?
Oh, actually, maybe not.
Because how many have you moved?
I have moved.
I feel like you moved 3.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And I have 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Can I interact with that?
How much Moxie do you have?
None.
So no, you can't.
No, I think I have 1. I used 1 to interact with the barrel.
Yes.
And 2 to burn it down.
Yeah, so that's 3.
1.
And it costs 1 Moxie to scavenge the ditch.
Oh, so then, yeah, I can.
Okay.
Yes.
I suppose you're going to lose 1 movement if you roll under 8.
Yeah.
It's a 7.
Lose a movement.
Okay. And so that's it. It's just a thing that stays, isn't it?
Yeah. You step on broken glass, lose 1 movement. If you're already at 1, knock yourself out.
Yeah. Okay. Samuel Strawman.
Right. Small crows. Tiny scarecrows come running out of a nearby cornfield. Are these his kids?
Gross.
Target the 2 Townsfolk closer to the overgrown cornfield. Those 2. If it's not, I'm bored. Ignore this. Attempt to move completely into the overgrown cornfield.
He's already there.
What us? Oh, yeah, okay. Tiny scarecrows swarm the target. Attempt to move completely into the overgrown cornfield.
Yes.
Tiny scarecrows swarm the target, dragging them into Strawman's field. Place the targets inside the overgrown cornfield, regardless of the distance.
So we get dragged into the cornfield.
Yes. Do you want to be next to him?
I think I want to be sort of over here, near the edge.
And hang on a sec.
Interesting. Do we do an attempt to move completely? Tiny squirrel, dragging them into the field. Place them in the cornfield.
Remove a terrain piece from the board.
What's that?
This is another feat. It's Rowdy Landscaper. Remove a terrain piece from the board, which I have.
Which you've done, yeah.
And I damage the ruffian for 1.
Oh, okay.
And then I have something.
Do you?
Oh, that's it. Had this for ages.
Okay.
Keep this card face down. This is a secret one. I think I've had it for like 2 or 3 goes.
Okay.
The Cornfield Crawler. At the corner of your eye, you notice something huge slithering through the cornfield.
Gross.
Was it just your imagination? You don't want to scare the others, so you shrug it off. Keep this card face down in front of you. The next time another Townsfolk ends their turn in the overgrown cornfield. Now you're ending your turn.
Well, I haven't had my turn yet.
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind.
Never mind. Don't worry about that horrifying slug thing that's in the corn. Don't worry about it.
Alright, that's all then.
Well, so now I want to know what happens. Is it going to hurt? Are you like... I'm looking at your grin. I'm like, this is definitely going to come off badly for me. So, I don't want to stay there. So that was his turn. We are dragged into the cornfield. And now it is my turn.
There isn't a thing if we end up in the cornfield. Oh, no, it's just other things, eh? Because you hit the one before.
So, I am going to... 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move to here. Oh... I begin my turn in the overgrown cornfield.
Yes.
Okay. If a townsfolk begins their turn in the overgrown cornfield, they must roll. That's a 4. You see a way out of the cornstalks. Your turn continues as normal. Right, so I'm moving 1.
Yep.
I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away.
Yes.
I'm going to use my Rooty Tutor.
2.
I need a... Well, no. Yes, 2 plus. That's a 2.
Yay! Woo!
Right, I hit him for 2. My rolls. So I've moved 1. I still have 5 movement left. 1, 2, 3. I've used 1 Moxie to shoot with my Rooty Tutor, which puts me on 3. So I've got 3 left. I'm going to set I'm going to burn it down.
So you add 3 to your roll.
Add 3, so... That's a 9.
9.
So that destroys that cornfield.
Yeah.
Burn it all. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 2 movement left. 5, 6.
Okay.
What
right.
do you got?
I started my turn in the cornfield.
That you did?
Got a 9.
Oh, right.
Oh, you see a way out? You got to get a 10 to get something.
Yeah.
You can just leave normally. But I will shoot him for 2 Moxie.
Okay.
I need a 0 plus.
A 0 plus. That's a 9.
9. Oh.
Honestly, it's really... I feel
It's
like
one.
you've got some loaded dice.
Darn it!
That hits his breaking point.
Oh, it's not what I wanted.
So he's going to go.
I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
What's he doing?
Mocking crows.
Okay.
Crows torment your group relentlessly.
Yeah.
Target all Townsfolk. Move towards the closest Townsfolk, then trigger the after effect.
Boom, boom.
After effect. Crows hurl insults at your group.
10 crows.
You're so ugly. It's impossible not to get flustered.
Mm-hmm.
All Townsfolk must discard. All Townsfolk
Yes.
must discard 1 unaccomplished feat of metal. Oh,
Okay, I mean, I can do that.
This was totally. I was gonna do it.
Yep, sure. I will discard 1. There you go.
That sucks. I actually wanted that one, if possible. Each Townsfolk take damage equal to the point value on the discarded feats of metal.
Mine was
1.
1. So I take... And they're both the same, so I take 1
Mine's
damage.
1 as well. Oh, and then I would have done that feat. Alright, that's it.
That's it?
That was quite cool.
Okay, so it is my turn. Now I've just
that was his... Oh, yeah, it was.
No, that was it was his breaking point.
Yeah, so it's his turn.
So now it's his turn. Yeah, you're right. There you go.
I know, mate. Scarecrowed.
Mm-hmm.
Strawman grabs a pole from the dirt and shoves it down
to
back.
you with it.
Shoves it down the back of your shirt. The closest Townsfolk.
That's
Me.
you.
Move towards the target. If Strawman reaches them, trigger the after effect. The after effect, Strawman hoists the target onto the pole.
Waves you around like a flag. It was in Jeepers Creepers. It's just gonna be like that. Ooh.
Better brush up on your hopping skills. Keep this card in front of you. Your melee weapons have +2 range.
Okay. Because you're up high on a pole.
That's awesome. I don't.
Your Horns Duckling has +2 range. Oh, it's a weird one, isn't it?
Weird
Yeah.
walking one. You can no longer move using. You can no longer move using movement or gear abilities. Instead, once per turn, you may move 3 squares in a straight line, unaffected by terrain movement penalties. This sucks! You may also move through obstacles and the ruffian, but you cannot end your turn this way.
So you can only move 3 now.
Well, shivers.
I mean, it's not that bad.
But I can't do this.
You can't use your Horns Duckling, no.
I wonder if I can.
Okay. So, here's what I'm thinking then. On your turns, if you concentrate on burning down the ditch, the fence, maybe the outhouse, and I'll make a run for those ones over there. Mm-hmm. And we'll see how we get on.
It is your turn.
It is my turn.
Hit him first.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to suffer a breaking point.
I
can't.
Just stand in the ditch and just keep using it until I get something.
I can't shoot him because of my Rushi Tutor.
Nice. Good remembering.
Yeah. So I'm going to... I didn't shoot him last time.
Yeah,
I
did.
burned down. Oh yes, I did. I shot him and then I burned this down. So I'm gonna run. I've got a movement of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just heading to that cornfield. Yeah. Right, you're up.
So angry.
What do you got? Are you gonna go in a straight line somewhere?
That sucks. I am going to hit him first.
Okay. With
my sure shooter, since I can't use this one anymore.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's moved 3 squares in a straight line, but it says
you can't use gear.
I can't use gear movement.
So you've done 1 damage to him.
So I've done 1 damage to him.
That puts him on 6.
And then I'm going to
move 3 in a straight line.
I'm going to move 2 in a straight line.
Don't you have to move 3, or does it say
instead?
Up to 3?
Once per turn, you may move 3 squares in a straight line.
Right. Okay.
So surely that means I can.
Oh yeah, up to 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'm going to interact with this because it's only going to lose my movement.
Dangerous ditch. All right.
So use 1 moxie. I use 2 for that, so I have 2 left. And
So 1.
1. You step on broken glass. Oh no! I lose a movement.
Oh no! Whatever will become of me?
Yeah.
Right. Is that you?
Oh, hang on. It's 2 to step. Oh, I'm not affected by.
No,
terrain.
you're not affected by terrain because of the pole.
Oh, I'll move that one. Oh, no,
Straight line.
Right. Stay off my lawn. Strawman scoops up a handful of dead crows, preparing to attack anyone on his
He's going to
turf.
fling them at you like darts. You're going to get beaked.
Target all Townsfolk within 2 squares.
That's
No one.
no one. No.
Nice.
you're not
Or of
a terrain piece.
A terrain piece.
So that's just you.
That's just me. All targets roll.
2.
Oh, what's happened to my rolls? Strawman splatters a dead crow against your forehead. Damage 1.
You definitely got beat. Right.
Oh, hang on, there's a then.
Then move Strawman towards the furthest townsfolk. So he's got a movement of 6.
2.
Pushes you out of the way.
3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to shoot him. That's convenient for me, actually. Shoot him with my Rushi Tutor, for which I need to roll.
2.
It's a critical.
Nice. Your
There it
first
is.
critical in
First
the
crit-
entire
The
game.
entire campaign. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. So I hit him for 2. Oh, I just pretty much.
But you still do
I
this.
still roll on the critical table.
Yes.
I get a 7.
A 7. You're invigorated by your hefty hit. Increase your moxie, movement, or accuracy by 1.
I think I'm going to increase my movement because I need to get
Yeah. Do it.
over there. So I'm increasing that up to 7.
Okay.
Now I hit his breaking point.
Yes.
So he goes.
So, crow throw. Strawman utilises everything at his disposal to rid you from his land. Target the furthest townfolk. That is
me.
you. Ranged attack. If the target is within 9 squares.
That I am.
Are you?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I just hit him for 5 at range 5.
Strawman chucks a dead crow at you, dealing 1 damage. Move Strawman towards the farthest Townsfolk and reshuffle his action deck.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So he hits me. We reshuffle these.
Yes, and then it's my turn.
What was your scare? Oh no, that was right.
And I will go this way. I can only move in a
hop.
straight line.
Yep.
Oh,
Where were you?
I was here. Well, I can stand on it.
It says you can't end on terrain.
Oh, I'll go there then.
Is that 3?
1. I was here. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. And because I'm next to it, I'll burn it down.
Which one are you burning?
This.
Not the ditch?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to interact with the ditch until I have no movement left or something new.
Alright then.
9.
1 less fence.
1 less fence. And I can't move anywhere else because my movements don't flipping count anymore.
Jeez, maybe you should be going over there.
I will consume this to get health back.
Consume some sticky honey.
Yes.
Discard sticky honey. Restore 1 HP. Okay. Now it's his turn. Unless you've got some more.
I'm just going to add.
Have you got 2 moxie to equip?
Yes.
1 moxie because of your stuffed briefcase.
Yeah. I used 2 to burn that down.
1 to go.
And 1 to add that.
Okay. So what does your white flag do?
My white flag I can use 1 moxie to take no damage from a ruffian this turn.
Okay, nice.
I can only use it once per fight. Right. Impale. Strawman comes down. It's going to be funny if neither of us can move. Strawman comes down on you with his sharpened pole.
Gross.
The closest Townsfolk is the
me.
target. Move towards the closest Townsfolk. If Strawman reaches them, deal 1 damage.
Okay.
After effect, you're in a rough spot, but Strawman's pole is in your grasp.
Oh, okay. This could be triggering his weakness. Go on.
The target may opt to roll
Yes.
plus max health.
My maximum health is 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright.
Okay. 17.
Look at you getting all of them. Right. Before Strawman can hop away, you grab his pole and snap it in 2. Strawman's weakness is now active. Get a red
Awesome.
one.
Samuel instantly takes 1 damage per townsfolk.
And
Wow.
and that it says
Get rid of
remove
this
this
card.
card from the game. So we need to break everything first,
So
don't we?
no, he can't be below. He can't die until this is burned down. So he's
Okay.
going to stay on 1 HP until.
Okay.
Well, he's on 2 HP now, but.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so it's my turn.
Yes.
I cannot use
No, you need
my
to.
Ruji Tutor.
No, run.
No, I just want to make sure what I'm doing.
But you
Okay,
can turn
so
it back for your next turn.
Yep, so I can turn it back for my next turn, and I've got a movement of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna hit the fence on the way past, I suppose.
Yep.
Right, your turn.
All right. I.
Move 3 in a straight line.
That's annoying. Yeah, I will move to here.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, I'll move to here.
Okay.
Because then I'm kind of on
Are
my
you
wheels
doing
3.
any moxie things?
I have to be in the ditch to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose I could burn it down because we're close.
You could burn it down.
Yeah, why not? I'll burn
All right, you're gonna burn it down. That's an 8. That is definitely burned down. All right, no more ditch.
No more ditch. Could have.
Let's get rid of the
Coulda, woulda,
dangerous
shoulda.
ditch. There you go.
Thank you.
All right, 3 things left. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
All right. Now it's his turn.
Yes. Looking at all my stuff. Do you know when you forget about all those things?
Yes, totally. Thankfully, most of my stuff is just passive things. The only thing that I need to remember is if I take more than 2 damage in a single turn, my fishbowl shatters. Yeah.
Right, Lurk. Strawman blends in with the terrain. Target is the closest terrain feature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That's
6,
definitely the
7,
Cornfield.
8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. If there's none, don't ignore. Attempt to move completely into the target.
He's got a movement of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
If the strawman enters, even partially, trigger the after effect.
Okay, doesn't happen.
Nope.
Right, so
You're
I'm up. 1, 2, 3. Burn it down.
Oh no.
Oh no, I put a token on it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. So I'll make sure. I rolled a 2 plus 3 is 5. There is a flame, but it's too tiny. Place a counter on the terrain piece to represent your progress. Because when you're adjacent, you roll and add +1 for each counter.
Ah, okay, so it'll make it a bit easy for
Yes.
you next time.
Hang on. How many did I move? Like 3? I mean, I've got a movement of 7, so I'm just going to move another 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't think that I have anything I can do.
No.
No, so that's me.
Alright, I will move towards the stinky place. I'm not going to kick it because that would do me damage.
You're going to
And burn it down!
burn it down. It's a 3. So that sets you aflame. Okay, so 1 to 3. You accidentally light yourself on fire. Take 1 damage and destroy a piece of equipped gear. That's a bit shit.
It is a bit sucky.
Destroy your courier
Oh,
pigeon.
this one. No, I'll just destroy my horned thing.
Oh, okay.
I can't use it.
Jump put it back in the box. So,
Yes, guys.
all right,
Oh, that one's not destroyed.
your turn.
Okay.
His turn.
Yes, his turn. Right. Corn padding. I feel like we've had
Oh yeah,
corn.
this was his.
Target
Go
the
heal.
overgrown cornfield, terrain piece. Attempt to move completely into the target. If the strawman enters it, even
Which
partially.
he does. 1, 2, 3.
Trigger the after effect.
Yeah.
He stuffs himself, heals for 2.
Yes.
Does that trigger his after
Yes, it
effect?
does.
Yes. If anyone else is inside, they take 2 damage.
Okay, so we've re-triggered his breaking point. So we do another one.
Small crows. Tiny crows come running out of the nearby cornfield. Are
Yep.
these his kids?
Are they gonna
Target the
drag
2.
us all to the?
Yes. Attempt to move completely into the overgrown cornfield. Tiny scarecrows swarm the target, dragging them into Strawman's field.
Yeah. So we both get dragged back to the cornfield.
Yes. That was his turn, and
That
he
was
triggered.
his turn. He triggered his own breaking point.
So now it's Graham.
So now it's my turn. So we're going to roll first because we're starting in the overgrown
Oh, yes.
cornfield. I rolled a 4,
You can keep
so
going.
I can keep going. So I've got a movement of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to
Okay.
burn it down.
All right.
I mean, I might as well, right?
Yeah,
you can chip
no,
away
yes.
on him. That's a 10, so it's burned down.
Look at us go.
Why? Are you asking yourself, Josh, why didn't you shoot him before you left the cornfield? Because that would be a really,
It would have been.
like, a really
Yeah.
clever thing to do.
It would. Right, it is
But I
my
didn't
turn.
do that.
And I will shoot him. I need 0.
You got a 0.
Hit him for 1.
Okay, so he's down to 3.
And then.
So, because you are scarecrowed, which says that... Are you unaffected by terrain?
Yes.
Terrain movement penalties. So, I think you still have to roll if you're going to move. Because it's not a movement penalty, it's a... You're in the...
I think that's
Okay,
fine.
you're fine. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well...
Yeah.
Right, and then hopefully we get dragged back to the corn. And then we can
That's
set
the
it on
point,
fire.
yeah. Stay off my lawn!
Yes.
Strawman scoops up a handful of dead crows.
Throws head crows.
Target all Townsfolk within 2 squares of a terrain piece.
That's none of us.
None of us.
So we're gold.
We are.
No one's getting a
grand.
crow to the face.
Go for it, Grandma.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nice.
I'm burning it
Burn
down.
down!
It is... Well, hang on. 5 plus 3 is 8.
Yes, 7
So
plus.
it is burned down.
Oh, what's his
Goodbye,
weakness?
corn.
Remind me?
He took 1 damage.
Oh.
Per Townsfolk. So he took 2 damage,
yeah,
but then
that
he's
was
healed
it.
that back.
Ugh.
Right,
Okay.
you're up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I may as well hit him and stay around here because
What's your range? Your range is 4.
my range is 4. Yes, I was talking about,
Oh,
do I
move
go
3.
towards
No,
this?
I think
There's no
I-
point because I
no.
can't reach it.
We need to try and get him
1,
down.
2, 3. No, I've got 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
I will hit him.
With your shooter. He
Hit him.
takes 1 damage. So he's on 2 life now.
Oh, croquet.
So then next time you can maybe burn the cornfield after I've...
Yes, hopefully
Let's see
you'll
what
get
he
it.
does.
Mocking crows. Crows torment your group relentlessly.
Yes.
All townfolk are affected. Move towards the closest townfolk, then trigger the after effect.
Okay, so he's got a movement of 6. 1, 2, 3.
Crows hurl insults at your group.
Yes.
It's impossible not to get flustered. All townfolk must discard an unaccomplished feat if possible.
Then take that damage.
Yes, I don't
So
have
I
any.
take 1 damage.
And I take non-damage.
Okay.
It's good for me.
Isn't it just? Right, my turn.
Granny.
1, 2, 3, up to there.
So you get +4.
Plus 4,
8.
8. That destroys the fence.
Woohoo! This is exciting. This is very
So
exciting.
I moved 3, so I still have 4 movement left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bugger. Right, you're up.
Alright, I will hit him.
Burn down the cornfield first. No, you might as well hit him first.
Doesn't really matter which I do first, does
True.
it?
Okay. How much are you going to hit him for?
1.
Just 1. Alright, sweet, yeah.
I hit him.
You do. Oh, yeah. So he's on 1 life.
1, 2, and when I'm adjacent, I'm then
Burn down the
gonna use
cornfield.
2. I've got 2 left. 5 down to
No,
him.
so we put a counter on. And then it's his turn.
Hopping pork. Strawman attacks with his sharpened stick.
Yeah, he
Pretty
does.
sure you snapped it in half, but hey ho. Closest townfolk is the target. Move towards the target. If the strawman reaches them, deal 1 damage.
Okay.
After effect, if the strawman's weakness is active,
It is.
the attack worsens the damage to the strawman, and he loses 1 movement.
Okay. So he's now on 5 movement.
Not bad.
Okay,
Go
so
for
it's
it,
my
Grandma.
turn. See.
You just
1,
gotta.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you weren't stood in the way,
Wow.
I could have finished the whole thing.
With your
1,
rolls.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no point in me shooting him because he's
No.
on 1 life. So that's it. That's
Okay.
all I can do.
So I'll finish.
So it's what a shocker! Sarah's just gonna come in
I am
and steal
going
the glory.
to attack that.
Burn it down.
9.
That burns it down.
Yeah, it is gone.
Okay, so
And
that
then
is the
That used 2. I will use
horn.
my last 2 to attack him with my shooter. Hit him.
He's dead.
He be dead.
Wow.
Yeah! Whoop, whoop,
All
whoop, whoop.
right. Okay. So, what happens when you defeat? Okay, the results. You completed the special objective
Yes.
and defeated the strawman. Read number 11 instead.
Oh.
So ending 11. So on the back of the book, a whole bunch of endings. Let's see what
Oh.
happens. Yeah,
Yeah.
number 11, please.
I'm coming.
Let's see what happens.
Community, friendship, and potatoes. What?
Spoilers for anyone that doesn't want to know.
Oh yes, yeah.
What?
Turn off now and
Yeah.
just mute it for a moment.
I will. We'll make some
Thumbs
kind
up when we're
of thumbs
finished.
up when we've
Yeah,
read
yeah.
this. All right, go for it.
Right. What a scene! The townfolk are surrounded by towering flames beating on a clearly motionless pile of hay. Samuel Strawman has been defeated. The new sheriff lights the pile of hay on fire just to be certain.
Nice.
Other townfolk start to crawl out of their hiding places, but instead of joy, their faces are stricken with grief. A frail fella known as Old Man Gooby speaks up.
Yeah.
What a tarnation!
What in tarnation?
What in tarnation?
There it is.
What have you done? Those crops were supposed to feed the town through winter.
Okay.
You've doomed us to all to death by starvation. As Gooby begins to tie himself a noose. The new sheriff speaks up.
That's me.
You need to read that sentence. From there.
Quit your belly aching, we'll be... Oh, I'm a granny. Oh. Quit your belly aching, we'll be fine, look.
The new sheriff digs
grandma.
through some ashes and reveals a delicious looking potato.
Okay.
Freshly baked.
Oh, yum. Alright.
It seems Strawman has hidden the tasty spuds deep inside the cornfield for his own eating pleasure.
Yum.
An era of peace followed that fateful day. The Townsfolk from all walks of life coming together to work through the char-broiled hardship you created. Eureka Springs learnt the value of community, friendship, and more importantly, the humble potato. Such a glorious achievement, and all thanks to none other than the new sheriff, along with his team of valiant but murderous townfolk. That's me. Oh, no, it's not. It's not the end.
No, don't. It was an accidental thumbs up.
Mute again. Congratulations, you win. You've unlocked new peddler gear. Search the secret gear deck.
Yes.
Check under the box inside. For Banner of Unity and surplus spuds. Then shuffle them into the peddler deck. Keep an eye out for them in future games.
Okay, so hang on. Okay, well.
We're done. We got some new gear.
The...
It's underneath.
Well, is this not still spoilery stuff? Not of the models.
So we got new gear, unlockable gear, which we will peruse. And you will have to win if you want to find out what it is.
There's no peeking allowed.
No.
They're all sealed as well. Right, so so we'll have a look at that at our leisure after this. Yeah. So that was Townsfolk Tussle, man.
Let us know what you think. Hopefully we didn't do anything wrong. I think we did a good job.
I think we did well. Man, I am surprised. Like I felt like we took him down. Yeah?
Yes.
So yes, that was that.
Do the YouTube things, like, subscribe, check out We Are Bored at Home Facebook page, check out the We Are Bored at Home Instagram page for more little
I don't know how to add those links to the videos. We'll figure that out.
Just search it, yeah. And we will catch you next time.